The right word may be effective, but no word was ever as effective as a rightly timed pause. Nikki Novak here for the Young Hollywood Network with two rock legends, Brandon Boyd, Chester Bennington. How's it going, guys?
Good, thank you.
Incubus and Linkin Park in the same room. Never thought that would happen. When was the first time you guys met? Because we were talking before we started rolling about being 16. And you guys started your bands. I mean, you guys started as musicians so young.
Right. We actually had a band together when we were 16.
Did you?
Didn't work out. No, we didn't.
And now you're reuniting, and it feels so good.
We actually really just met a few days ago. And what's interesting is we've never toured together before. We've never really met or hung out. And so this is kind of like a first all-around experience for not only our fans, but also for the bands.
And you have an album coming out, Living Things.
We do. We have an album coming out on June 26th.
And you have the live, is it the HQ coming out in July?
Yes, ma'am, we do.
Out of sight, out of mind, out of sight, out of mind.
When you guys are writing, I mean, when you started out as musicians and versus now, how's the creative process different? Like, was it like guys getting together in a garage and now it's different, or were there rituals?
I mean, when I was young and learning, I had no idea what the process was. It was just really kind of figuring things out. Criticism wasn't something that you thought was going to be a strong suit. You kind of we always fought for our ideas. This is what I brought in, and no one listens to me. It's a very immature kind of experience because I was like a 14-year-old kid. I mean. But
that's when you have all the answers, right? That's when you know everything.
That's when you think you have all the answers, and that's what led me down this path. Because it was fun, and I got to hang out with my friends, and we created something together. But now, really the process is very different. Now it's, a very open process. There's always, we take criticism very well. We want to be criticized because that helps us become better. And so, it's very organic. We don't, I used to sit down and go, I'm going to write a really deep song like Jim Morrison. And then I'd try to be Jim Morrison for a minute. And I was like, there's a problem here. And then I realized it's because I'm Chester and I'm not Jim Morrison. And I needed to finding my own voice was probably the most difficult thing. And then once you get it,
I don't think being Chester is such a bad thing, though.
Not a bad thing, but when you are trying to be somebody you're not.
That's a good point.
That is difficult to do.
When we started our band, we were all about 15 years old. And I think the main difference was that it seemed like the guys in my band always kind of knew what they were doing. Especially a couple of them, they kind of they had their eyes fixed on where we were going.
They had their eye on the prize.
Yeah, and I feel like, and sometimes I still feel this way, but I know it's probably my own hang-up, but I think they wanted me in the band just because I had long hair, and I liked...
You looked the part?
Well, and I liked having my shirt off.
And now?
Really, not a lot has changed.
The shirt is on today, but I have a feeling on the tour the shirt could come off.
Only because it's chilly in here.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it off as long as I can get away with it.
You're into Mark Twain.
Yes.
The right word may be effective, but no word was ever as effective as a rightly timed pause.
Yes,
and
I retweeted
that. You did?
Yes.
Is there such thing in a song as a rightly timed pause?
Absolutely. I think that this brings up the idea of rhythm, and not just in a rhythmic sense, but there is a rhythm to all things. There's a rhythm to conversation. There's a rhythm to someone's acting method, to someone's delivery, perhaps, in what you or I might do. And it can really make all the difference in the world between a good song and a bad song. A rightly timed pause, it can make that last delivery that you give it that extra moment to sink.
So getting ready for tour, I heard you say something really interesting about how back then you would maybe smoke pot, maybe whatever, before you went on stage. And these days, you're getting ready for the tour, and now you're like drinking smoothies and hitting the treadmill.
I mean, when I was a teenager, all I did was drop acid and go to band practice. I mean, I literally don't think I did anything else besides I skateboarded everywhere. I didn't really think about the future very much. I thought about, other than we have a show on Friday, that was what I did. We play so hard live, and I bring so much energy. personally that I have to take care of myself if I want to continue doing what I do. And so now instead of, I drink a smoothie and or I sleep a lot. I drink lots of water. I
There's
work
acid
out.
in the smoothie.
I work out all the time, and I save all the I drop acid when I'm not touring.
Got it.
No, I don't, children out there.